Cognitive processes. We've all seen a classroom of students sitting and watching their teachers impart knowledge to them or teach them lessons. But did we ever wonder what was going on inside their heads? Or how does the information they are taking in become knowledge? Well, starting today, wonder no more because we're going to walk through the process of learning through cognition. But first, let's define cognition. It is the mental action or process of acquiring knowledge and understanding through thoughts, experiences, and the senses. The other one is learning. It is defined the acquisition of knowledge or skills through experience, study, or by being taught. Cognition and learning are both inexorably linked because learning requires cognition and cognition involves learning. So whenever you see or hear something new, you go through a series of cognitive processes. And cognitive processes are defined as the processes that results in learning. So the first step in cognitive learning process is attention. Attention is defined as allows people to focus on a specific stimulus in the environment. And according to a educational psychologist, we have come to conclusions that the average person can hold approximately 2 or 3 learned tasks in their attention at the same time. We also know that average person can only attend to one complex task at a time. So you cannot drive a car while having a phone call. You just don't have enough attention to do each task complete. The same goes with listening in a class while talking. So this cannot be possible because we cannot learn completely if we keep on talking to our friend. The next process is perception. It allows people to take in information through their senses and utilize this information to respond and interact with the world. So there are 5 senses. Sense of sight, sense of hearing, sense of touch, sense of smell, and sense of taste. Next, the information that you are paying and receive has to put into memory in a process called storage. There are 3 levels of memory. First, sensory register, short-term memory, and lastly, the long-term memory. Let's say that for the first time you hear the capital of Philippines is Manila. This information is now your sensory register. It holds everything you are exposed to for just a second or two. The next is short-term memory. If you pay attention and read the sentences, however, that information will move from sensory register to short-term memory. Short-term memory is the area of memory which holds information anything from 20 up to a minute. So next one is long-term memory. If you rehearse the information such as repeating it to yourself, taking notes, or studying it, it has the chance to move to your long-term memory, defined as hold information indefinitely and has unlimited capacity. The last part of cognitive processes is thoughts. Thought. The word thought is defined as an idea or opinion produced by thinking or occurring suddenly in mind. This is the very important part of cognitive processes. It is because this allows people to engage in decision making, in problem solving, and higher reasoning.
Concept learning. It refers to a learning task in which a person can identify and classify things by being shown a set of example objects along with their class labels. Therefore, it means that learners will simplify and classify things according to what they have been observed in an example. A student can distinguish things through categorization. Learning can be done step by step. Knowledge can be acquired through engagement. By socializing and engaging, ideas of every individual can be imparted and will be gathered by everyone. Through engaging, a person can collect additional information about something. Group discussion and brainstorming can be done, as well as group activities. It can be done before the proper class to monitor if the student has information about the topic. To clarify the topic, concept introduction must be presented, concrete examples must be given, and questions should be answered to clear up the mind of the student. After learning in school, application can now be applied. Comparing and connecting information to other things should be done to create another example and idea. And to monitor if a student is learning, evaluation will be applied. Assessment is important. It can be done through tests or quiz.
Jerome Bruner formulated a concept formation theory that involved cognitive processes. Hypothesis testing about a concept by making guesses about which attributes are essential for defining the concept. Earlier models were based on behaviorist theory.